There's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever from these streets that they done took. You walking with your head down, scared to look. You shook. Shout out to Mobb Deep, RIP to Prodigy. If you are a real man, you are under attack. If you are a straight man, you are enemy number one. It's not a joke. Not a joke. This war that we're in is bigger than any individual race. We need to unite when it comes to this. I don't care what race you are, this is a common enemy. All straight men right now are under attack. We need each other. If you are a straight male, you are under attack. God forbid that you love women. What's wrong with you? In the midst of this attack, please stay strong to your faith. Keep your standards. Do not sway from them, no matter what they tell you to do. They know that men are the core of a strong family. So what they want to do is weaken the power of men, which in turn weaken the power of family. Not going to sugarcoat it. We are in wicked times when what's right and just is being attacked and what's wrong is being celebrated. Don't get it twisted. This is not hate speech. Just because I don't subscribe to your lifestyle doesn't mean that I hate, because I don't, and a lot of us don't. We simply love who we are and we love women. To us, nothing can and will ever be able to compete with the union between a man and a woman. It's not going to happen. I have a news flash for you. There's no such thing as toxic masculinity. It does not exist. To be masculine is to provide. To be masculine is to protect. So there's no such thing as toxic masculinity. Now you want to try to confuse that with some type of abusive behavior? That's got nothing to do with being masculine. Do not let them fool you into losing your identity and your power. You're actually supposed to be strong. You're supposed to be a strong individual in character and in physical strength. Don't be ashamed of that. Embrace it. Unfortunately, society does not care about us. If you are a straight male, society does not care about you. I'm sorry. The laws for alimony and child support are not just. Marriage is a business. They make money off of that. The government makes money off of you. You think they don't want you in the system? You know they get a cut of child support and alimony, right? So if it was strictly for the benefit of those individuals, why are they getting a cut? And do you think they want to get less money? Yeah, okay. Real men do exist, but our numbers are dropping. The agenda is winning currently. There are way too many males and simps trying to speak on the behalf of men. The problem is that they're males and simps. They are not men. They do not speak for us. They can't. They're not capable of speaking for us. To all the real men out there, I see you, I stand with you, and I support you. In these times, more than ever, we need to hold each other down and we need to hold each other accountable for our actions. We need our own networks where we can function without agendas being pushed on us. Society wants you to suffer in silence. I hear so many horror stories at the barbershop of men being mentally and emotionally abused. But no one cares because you're a man and you're just supposed to deal with it. And I have a sneaking suspicion that some of those men have probably been physically abused, but they don't feel comfortable enough to say something like that. Because of course, men can't be physically abused, right? Because we're men. These things have been going on for decades, and I'm quite sure way longer than that. But because of social media, now these men are starting to tell their stories. And other men are hearing stories of things that they've been going through. Everyone's been pretty much separated, but now we're starting to hear these stories and like, wait a minute, you too? Wait a minute, so this isn't normal? This isn't good? Everybody was suffering in silence before. Now these men are starting to get a voice. To all the real men holding it down out there, doing what they're supposed to, you don't need to suffer in silence anymore. Please know that we do count and we do matter. No matter what they tell us out there, we do matter. Your feelings matter. Your thoughts matter. Just being a real man, being a straight man is exhausting in today's world. We're getting tired of the BS. We're getting tired of not being respected and not being appreciated. So that's why a lot of men act accordingly. A lot of men will go overseas to seek mates, and a lot of men just don't feel like dating anymore. This is bigger than men versus women. I don't want to turn it into that for this particular discussion, but men are just tired. Real men are tired. They're tired of simps trying to speak for them and messing up everything. They're diluting the power of family, so we don't value family anymore, and it's really sad because we're all suffering. But this is going to be on the shoulders of us men fighting the good fight. And unfortunately, that means fighting against a very well backed agenda that's been very effective. But we existed before and we will exist after it. Understand, this is the calm before the storm.